For me, yeah, happiness is sense of naked.
Sense of.
Nakedness. Starting and end are naked only. In between, you put on layers and layers and layers onto you. One should understand nakedness is the reality. So happiness is like born with you. In the process of living, we lose it, or rather thinking and searching it somewhere else
Okay.
outside of you. But happiness is here. Happiness is here. Okay? Happiness is everywhere on you. All you need is that mindset of being happy.
Okay.
We all have that. But problem is we are focusing on the lion or the crocodile or the snake. Yeah, being now here. If you're able to enjoy every 20 sip of that coffee, then you learn how to be happy. What are the extra layers you put on? Remove one by one in any order. Ascending order, descending order. It's up to you. So my funda is kiss. Keep it simple and stupid.
Right.
Uncomplicated thing.
Getting to do what I want to do when I want to do it, contributing to people's success, and growing in life,
Mm-hmm.
constant learning,
Mm-hmm.
and helping others grow. The reason they are not happy is because they feel pressurized, uh, they feel misunderstood,
Okay.
they always that nobody understands where they are and what they're doing and why they're doing it. What is it that makes you truly happy? Start realizing how fortunate you are. You start counting your blessings. A person who doesn't have money has hope that he can make money and be happy. A person who
Mm-hmm.
has money knows that money is not bringing any happiness, is absolutely feeling hopeless. See, if you're hungry, you have to get up and go and fill your plate and eat it. World is nothing but a reflection of who you are. If
Right.
you constantly stay miserable, people around you will always reflect that, and that will be your constant reality.
Now, maybe there are times when you feel trapped in the bubbles of your troubles, surrounded by ghosts of worries, and they're only multiplying in doubles. Troubles of the past, fear of present, anxiety of your unknown destiny. You're constantly searching for the truth, but it only seems to be a mystery. Hey, however, remember, even the toughest times you go through are never ever, never ever bigger than God with you. So pick up yourself, propel yourself into the action towards perfection. You and the Almighty are never separate. There is always a constant connection. When you know who you are and where you come from, and your original nature. Feel the superstitious joy because you're kings and queens of future. Hey, however, remember, even the toughest times you go through are never ever, never ever bigger than God with you. The biggest secret that I have worked on in my life, be grateful. Count your blessings. Every day, if you find at least three things to be grateful for,
Mm-hmm.
three people or three events, change your focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure not a single excuse to not be happy after this.
Health. If you have health, you have the whole world's happiness with you. If you don't have that, nothing can make you happy. Neither the money, neither the
Okay.
comfort. Nothing. Through nutritious food, a balanced diet, and your fitness routine. So you
Okay.
cannot, have a good health. You should have a complete health, I would say. You should have a physical health. Emotionally, you should be fit.
Mm-hmm.
Socioeconomically, you should be. Physiologically, you should be fit. And yes, your biochemical test should also say that yes, you are fit. So that's my, definition for health.
Mm-hmm.
And see, if you have life, if you have health, you have everything. Just one message: stay home, stay safe, don't panic, calm, eat nutritious food, drink lots and lots of water, and don't go by any fake WhatsApp messages, social
Mm-hmm.
media. Just do the social media distancing if you can.
Right.
I'll make him sit and I'll get a bottle of whiskey and two
Oh,
glasses. We'll
that's
we'll have
nice.
drinks, and during the drinks, things will open up. So he'll tell what actually the problem is. Most of the times, by the time we end our drinks, most of the things are solved. If you're not happy, it's just this state of your mind. You get into different states, the problems vanish. I guess you start thinking or taking the problems in another way. When we are serious and looking for some solution, we don't get. And when we are not
Okay.
looking for some solution and we are just sitting idle and discussing
Mm-hmm.
something, we really get some solutions. Whether we follow them
Oh,
or not, that's a different. I guess people have got a lot of stress, and just to overcome that stress, they drink. First of all, if your family, if your children, your your wife, everybody is happy with you, satisfied
mm-hmm.
with you, that's
Okay.
called happiness. I feel happy when I see the smiles on the faces of my family members. I guess people are running after things that actually don't make them happy. The warmth in
Nice.
relationship That makes you happy.
Relative happiness is dependent a lot on external things. It's a very short-lived and temporary state of happiness. But absolute happiness says you remain happy no matter what happens. Your life state remains the same. Now, when you develop that kind of life state, nothing affects you. Trying and understanding your own self is where the journey really, really begins.
Yeah.
And that acceptance is the key. So that is what self-love is about. And that's where you open the doors for happiness to enter. Suffering is a choice. Self-picking is a choice you have. True happiness is not the absence of suffering. Absolute happiness lies in building a self, that stands dignified and indomitable on all days, even when it's raining, it's snowing, it's stormy, it's shining. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it.
Happiness comes from desire. When your desire is fulfilled, then you become happy. If your desire is not fulfilled, then you become unhappy. So the beginning of happiness is desire.
Okay.
And this desire exists in a very primordial form in everybody, and it is the desire for love. So all happiness comes from loving. Who is the right person to love? If you want permanent happiness, you have to love a person who can be permanently happy. The Supreme Lord. There are lot of levels of happiness. The lowest level happiness is the animal level of happiness. It's called eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. The happiness you get from food is inferior to the mental happiness. It comes from thinking, ideas. Intellectual happiness is superior. And then there is a happiness from knowing who I am, realizing, which is called self-realization. And then there is even superior happiness that comes from realization of the Supreme, God realization.
According to me, happiness is peace of mind. When you are feeling good within you, that's a happy space to be in. The thing is that we get kind of stuck in this, that was a wrong decision, that was a wrong choice that I made. It's never wrong. You learn so much because of the choices that you make. And you grow and you evolve into an amazing human being because of the choices that you make. Shit happens in life. Whatever it is, just bring it on. From the bad situations will come massive learning and massive growth. See, your comfort zone is actually your misery zone. The reason why they stay together is because they don't want to get out of that comfort zone. Because outside the comfort zone, there's a lot of work to be done. It's being aware of the thoughts in your head. Are they empowering you or are they pushing you further down?
We all have certain rules of what happiness means to us. The moment we fulfill those rules, happiness is just a moment away from us. 2 steps for me in happiness. 1, be conscious of my rules of what I'm making. And 2, make my rules very, very easy. The easier my rules to be happy, the easier to be happy. The more difficult my rules to be happy, the more difficult it is to be happy. Basically how happiness works in life for me. Easier the rules, easier the happiness. So any person in the world who's so-called difficult situation stuck, nobody's stuck in their situations. They're stuck in their rules. I would absolutely say think big. Thinking too small, and that's why you're feeling down in life. The moment you think of survival, life feels down. The moment you think of your vision is only till here, you will always feel down in life, right? Because now you've got nothing to live up to. You've got nothing to look up to. You've got no purpose in life. So there are 2 reasons why people don't meet their goals. The first one is values. The second reason why people don't achieve their goals, sometimes our values are aligned with our goals, no doubt about it, right? But then we have limiting beliefs in those areas because of which we don't achieve those goals.
And that leads to utter unhappiness, right?
For me, sense of humor is really important. So I think it's being able to enjoy the small things in life, being able to laugh. And I also laugh at my idiosyncrasies, my like moments of madness. It's a cliche, but laughter is the best medicine. Hang out with people that make you laugh, and also take one day at a time. Don't think too much into the future, what will happen, and overthink. Just enjoy what you have. Enjoy gratitude, I suppose. Sometimes you can't change your environment, so you have to look for moments of joy. I think you really, you hang out with people who make you feel good, who uplift you, who make you feel good, who bring a smile to your face, who make you laugh. And when you're in that kind of mood, you will find that the way you approach your life is very, very different. Yeah, and I agree. It's, it's instant gratification for everything these days. People want quick results, but those results will not be long lasting. Playing a victim is not going to help you in your life. You're
Mhm.
not going to be able to lead a life of happiness. It's just going to be a life of cynicism, frustration, unhappiness. You are your own worst enemy.
We have some simple purposes or day-to-day tasks that we are able to complete in the planned way that
Okay.
makes us happy. Then if someone has discovered their purpose for the life, and if they are able to move ahead in that direction, there will be ups and downs, of course. That's how happiness comes about. The set of challenges that come in your life will be something which is within your ability to overcome. A lot of doors are shut, and
Yeah.
you have to break those doors
Mhm.
to get what you want. Obviously, you need to have the support structure. Everybody wants a time travel machine. Oh, I also want to go to 2009, and I also want to buy the Bitcoin at 50 cents, but now I can't do that. So yeah, here we are. Okay, otherwise I would have been in my own island, and there would have been no coronavirus threat there. There's always something niggling. So one thing you can realize is I can't do anything about the past. I can't reach out in the future. The only way I can do it is just follow the steps that I need to do today.
Happiness is a state of mind. It's something that you have control over. Hawkins scale of enlightenment. Lower energy levels have feelings like guilt, shame, regret, 100, 200 kind of those energy levels. Then love is at 528. Joy is at 540. Peace is at 600, and 700 plus is at that. Life should be an expression of happiness. Vibrating at a high energy level, then you will be naturally happy. Are you surrounded with will also determine what kind of energy level you have. Gratitude actually changes. There's a shift in your consciousness. They go in depression because they have this, thinking pattern all the time. They think, why is this thing happening with me? It's like a record. Me. Forget about me and think about others. And when you do that, then your entire outlook for life changes.
I believe happiness relates to self-actualization. And if you really reach the stage where you've balanced your family and your work, and you're able to do what you wanted to do for a long time, that's the state of happiness for me. Forget about what has happened, good or bad before. Look at what next. Start from scratch. And that will take you a long way, for sure.
The new dawn happens every 24 hours. Yeah.
And even between 24 hours, your first half of the day didn't go well. Just take a deep breath, come out of that momentum, start afresh. That really works like magic, for sure. It worked for me. So I'm sure everyone can benefit out of it. My final message would be to don't take anything to your heart or mind, whether good or bad. Cherish the good moments, learn from the bad moments, and try to see how you can overcome that over a period of time, right? So everything is a learning, whether good or bad. Please consider everything as a learning and try to make sure that it doesn't get repeated if it's bad. And if it's good, try to see what you can do better over a period of time. I think that's this simple mantra would help anyone and everyone to really be happy.
My idea of happiness is something which makes me satisfied from deep within, something which makes me do things the way I want, not according to the norms of the society or not what is expected from me. Once you learn to put your foot down, people start respecting it and start giving you that space. In fact, men do not put their views across. They are not open about their emotions. So they are the most unhappiest lot on this planet.
I'm half man, half woman. Don't worry. I've got both genders.
Sometimes your left brain stops working. My next mission would be to make men happy on this planet, not only women. Do your best in life, rock it, kill it, and be successful, but also be extremely happy in your life. Because without happiness, your success is going to go a complete wane.
Happiness for me, it's completely going by your choices, not by chances. So adults take their problems very seriously. They fail to see their problem as a challenge. They think their problem is bigger than themselves. They see a problem as something that is not letting them grow. Every time, life throws challenges at us. The state of mind of a person can actually go a little low. Get into that excitement mode. Get into that open body language. Get into that mode of how you are boxing, punching with the energy. Don't go out and keep screaming to the whole world saying that I was unlucky. Why do they live in their past failures, worried futures, and not live in the moment? If life is really hard, fight back harder like you never fought before. One
Right.
day, me, you, and everybody else is definitely going to be a photograph on the wall. How would they want people to look at their photograph?
For me, happiness is to be totally being in the moment rather than escaping from it, waiting for something else to come up, accepting myself and being totally at peace with whatever I am, howsoever I am. I have tried to run away from my life for so many years and it doesn't help. You can't run away from yourself. If you are going through a difficult phase, let whatever is coming to you come to you. Allow it to happen. Allow it to wreak havoc on you. Allow yourself to cry, to howl, to feel bad, to feel guilty, to feel whatsoever you are feeling. Give yourself that honor. Once you stop trying to stop something, then things start flowing. Feel that sadness wherever it is. And you'll see the more you feel it, don't judge. Don't try to resist. Don't try to stop. Don't try to run away. Feel that sadness. And you'll find gradually it's going to evaporate pretty soon. It lingers on only when we try to stop it, when we try to resist, when we try to run away. Possibilities are endless and it all begins with you.
Anshu, primarily I feel when you're purposeful, you're happy. If you love someone, don't do anything to them. Do something for them, and that will make you really happy. If you are grateful, then you're happy. Being down and out is a choice that people have. I understand that things can seem to really fall apart, but these are just phases which are temporary. So never tell yourself that I made a mistake. Never say that. You say that you own up responsibility for that. You say that, yes, I did it. Now, when you say that, the huge weight of guilt is off your shoulder. And then the next step is, what can I do about this moment? Not about what is past. You can't do anything about what happened, but you can always do things that matter now. So there's a new beginning every moment of your life. So as long as you are hankering out about your past, you cannot move ahead.
I have spent a lot of time in my life thinking about me. I would feel I'm not good enough. No one loves me. No one understands me. I have no one. It was so I. And that has been like biggest pull down of my life. And I think that's one thing I would want to tell people. If you want to have something in life, if you want time, give someone time. If you want money, give someone money. If you want happiness, give someone happiness. And that energy is so contagious. When you will give it to those people, you will receive it in return at levels that you can't even imagine. And there is no way anyone can stop you from being happy after that. When you have an outcome which is like a mission, which is like a purpose, which is like a driven thing, which drives you, okay, I'm going to transform so many lives, I'm going to touch so many lives. For me, happiness and gratitude are very interrelated as well. And if I can put my feet down on the floor every day in the morning, that's happiness for me.
So this guy is intellectual sorts, right? I mean, he did jobs, hundreds of jobs here, there, everywhere. He lived thousands of places so far, traveled the length and breadth of this country, and he has come to the conclusion there's no point in getting a house, getting a wife, getting kids. So he's leading a vagabond sort of life. So that's his style.
Happiness is there within you only. You can find happiness everywhere. You just have to feel it. You cannot be happy forever. You cannot be sad forever. My mantra is let go. They are depressed because they want to be depressed. And they get depressed because they are not able to achieve. If you are in deep shit, make it hard, and grow some good plants. Live and let live. Sometimes what happens, we forget about the smaller things. We always run away behind the bigger things, and that's the problem.